Well, how y'all doing? Derby Jack here. You know, people, we need to figure out something. Because, you know, this crap with these tariffs and everything that's going on, I've been going to the store. Of course, I have to go to Kroger's, the Masonic store that has a lot of poisons through its aisles. And I do my shopping, I do my reading, I have to read what's in the stuff. You better be doing that. But, what's going to happen when nobody is able to afford? See, prices are so high that eventually they got to take stuff off the shelves because nobody's buying it because they can't afford it. Which means they back up, they don't buy anything because they don't have the money. Do you understand the cascade that's going on here? The longer these type of things happen, the more the cascade and the more it gets worse and worse and worse. To eventually you can't do nothing about it. For all of you people who are still this MAGA religious possessed thing you guys are all in, who still believe that Trump is going to make things better, and a lot of you have come out of them, but yet here's another thing: a lot of you think that if you vote, I didn't want to get in, but if you turn around and vote for Democrats, let's just put it this way: if you get the Democrats back in, then they're going to want to cut little penis off your little 6-year-old and turn him into a girl, and transgenderism and all this other stuff. So no matter what side you vote for, you're going to get one thing going on, which ain't good for people, and then this side is the other one. So this side, you're losing your life, you're losing your livelihoods and stuff. The other side, you lose your children, you lose your respect, you lose who you are as a person. People don't even know whether they're men or women. We got estrogen in the chemtrails. We got estrogen in the food and the water. So you got a lot of soft little pansy-ass children out there growing up, whether they're female or male. Do you think that if we went to war, we'd have any army material? Hell no. These kids couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag with both ends open, even if there was little holes in the side. They wouldn't be able to get out, and they'd be too afraid to get out. It's amazing to me how, this country right now is as dumb as a rock. Okay? I hear a lot of people who complain, okay? Like I said, I find it funny now that the Democrat people out there, little kid named Mockler or whatever, they're out there and they're all talking there. They sound like they know what they're talking about. Basically, it's that whether you're a Republican, there's a norm that everybody wants. The problem is they want the norm their way. They want to bring it their way. They want things to go back to normal their way. We got a lot of strange things going on. You got teachers out there. I'm hearing a lot of teachers out there who are 20, 30 years old trying to get with 16-year-old kids. I don't care if you're a woman or man. I might have to forget you're a woman and beat you down if you did it to my child, but that would be a whole nother story. I'm just saying that there is no respect for the flesh. Think about what I'm saying. There's no respect for what it means to be a male or a female anymore. There's no respect of what it means to be a person. I wrote a song. I'm going to put it here because a lot of you guys don't listen to my music channel. And so I'm going to put the song. I wrote a song. It's been a song that's been in the workings for about 3.5 years now. Y'all know what I talk about when I say human monkeys. Well, I got a song called A Little Monkey in You. And it's a good song, but y'all need to hear it because this is what our world is. We are the Planet of the Apes. Because when religion goes, And if people are no longer being able to be to practice their Christianity or whatever, then we end up being nothing but beasts on the field. What kind of beast are we? We have 2 arms and 2 legs. What's the closest we have to the beast that's closest to us? Gorillas, orangutans, and chimpanzees. We are the Planet of the Apes. So every time you've watched that movie, that's what we are. We have become the Planet of the Apes. And it's going to get worse. And this is a jungle of rot, to be very truthful with you. I mean, you know, first of all, I gotta say, I'm gonna say rest in peace to Mr. Trump, because he's looking pretty bad. And the last picture I see to him, he's in a plane with RFK and other people eating hamburgers from McDonald's. He eats that stuff, which is going to probably put him in his grave. So I'm just saying right now, according to The Simpsons, he's probably not going to make it to the end of 2025. So I'm going to say it right now. Rest in peace, President Trump, because you look bad. You look like you're ready to kick the bucket. But in saying that, really doesn't matter who we get in there. Like I said, if you get the one side in, there goes your children. You keep this side in, there goes your livelihood. There's nothing better. The only thing I say, blow up Washington, get rid of them all, get rid of all the oligarchs, and just live your life. But, you know, all of this stuff, you know, remember, the last administration let in all the invaders. Okay? They were invited in. Just because another administration comes in doesn't mean they have a right to to manhandle and take everybody out. Don't get me wrong, I admit it. When Trump came in, what did he say? He was going to get rid of all the bad people. Well, he don't know who the hell is bad and who's good. The bad people are the ones getting rid of the people, because the police, or wherever these guys are, these Nazis that they got out there, they're beating up on people, families, and all kinds of stuff. And if this is the America that you want your children's children to know the history of, are you going to be proud to say, this was my generation, we did this, grandchild? Yeah, we were a bunch of pompous asses, and we had egotistical ways of thinking, and we got rid of people, killed them, beat them up, and whatever. Are you going to be proud to tell your grandchild that someday? Or your kids are going to have to grow up. Your kids will grow up knowing what you did. Do you think they're going to be proud of what you did? I'm tired of America. I'm tired of all the talk. I'm tired. I get sick of that flag. When you guys fly that flag, because it's a flag of lies. That's basically what it is. You're all lying to yourself. You're all lying that you're going to make America great again. America can't. I've said it before. We are in the end times. The purpose of this world is to finally die. It can't go on. It's wearing down. Sin has run amok. Okay? You're not gonna get America back again. And what will be coming back will be against you. So, you know, many of y'all don't want to believe this. Y'all don't want to consider it. That's all right. You can be the bamboo. If you want to be a baboon, you want to be a chimpanzee, you want to be a monkey, an orangutan, whatever you want to be, a gorilla, you're the Planet of the Apes. You can either be a flat earth believer in God, the way it should be, understanding where you are and appreciating what God has created locally, or you can just be out there, flying through space, God's away from God. Do you know why there's Zionism? They can't take me down because they won't take. If they haven't taken me down yet, they ain't going to. They just won't let me grow. It was a confusion thing. They did not want to be under the rule of God. the Jews. They wanted a nationalism. Think about this nationalism. They wanted a national Zionism, a secular, not religious. Netanyahu does not believe in God. Okay, let's just put this on the Netanyahu, whatever is Yahoo guy. He does not believe in God. He believes in nationalism. He believes in statehood. Okay. They don't believe. They ran away from God because if apparently they realized that there was a Jesus, they didn't want nothing to do with Jesus, and so they rejected the cornerstone, right? What the Bible says, and ever since then they've been trying to be something they're not. The Jews or the Israelites, real Israelites. I've been watching at night. I watch some of the old Bible movies. I'm watching the book of Mark and the book of John and all the. I watch them, and I'm remembering things, and I read along with certain things, and I mark down things when I'm reading the Bible. And I'm going to tell you something. I remember when I think it was Bartholomew. Jesus came to Bartholomew when he was gathering his 12, and one of them, and he sat there and he said he looked at him and he goes, that's a real Israelite. Would you think that Jesus would look at the Jews, the Zionists today, and say, that's a real Israelite? No, he wouldn't. He would look at them and turn around and walk away. Like they turned around and walked away from him. Remember, those were the ones who put him on the cross. If you want America to back Zionism, then I'm going to tell you something. America will never be backed by God. This is not what God meant from the word. This is not Israel, Judea, or whatever. We were supposed to back a humble people, not this that's going on. A very prideful, over prideful people. That's not what God intended. He intended Israelites. And most Israelites did not always were in Judea. Israelites were in Palestine, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Egypt. When it says he wants all of Israel to come back, the Jews to come back, he wants his people to come back, not the ones who are destroying his people. Netanyahu and all the rest of his yahoos are killing, stealing, and destroying Christians. And I've heard some of you Christians when I say stuff like this, well, they shouldn't let they shouldn't let the Hamas be over there. You don't know what you're talking about. You do not know what you're talking about. You watch too much CNN and Fox Network. You don't know what you're talking about. I've been studying this stuff. When I do go on the internet, I look for stuff that makes sense. I study it. I pray about it. I go to the Word. You're not doing that? You're just taking potluck. That's all you do. Y'all are potluck. You just take a little here, a little there, you put it together and mix your little... It's time. It's time to come out of this bullcrap. Come out of this world. It's time to stop being a human monkey. It's time to stop acting like a beast. It's time for you, if you say you're a Christian, it's time for you to pick up your mat, be healed, and walk home and pray. Remember, Jesus always confronted the Pharisees. And the Pharisees would try to trick him, try to do everything. Jesus would sit here and he'd look at them. I bet you Jesus did more that they couldn't even write against the Pharisees. Pharisees did not like Jesus because Pharisees were what they were. The word Pharisee makes you, oh, a big elephant type guy. Oh, strong Pharisee, a leader. That's not the type of leaders they were supposed to be. They were supposed to be humble. Israel is not humble. The Jews are not humble. They're bombastic. They're beast-like. No. And most of them who are running the show, not all, but most of them are running the show, who are the secular Jews, they do not care about God. So for America to back Israel, you better figure out what you're backing. What the government likes about Israel, they work alongside of them in their secular movements. Israel's secular, the leadership, and America's secular, the leadership. Because you all know as well as I do, if you understand where I'm talking about, Trump's no Christian. Never was, never will be. He's no Christian. He's a Protestant. I don't even think he knows a Protestant or a Methodist. He don't even know what the hell. I've heard him say he was a Methodist. I heard him say he was a Protestant. Well, he don't know what the hell he is. So, no, he's not a Christian. He don't care. You know what? I've told you before. Guillotines are getting ready to come out. They got guillotines all around the country. Trump will have us Christians who are against him slaughtered. He will kill us. I know that if I live long enough, I will probably be killed by a guillotine. And you know what? Not that I'm looking forward to it, but I won't run away from it. If there's no other way of dealing with it, I will fight to the end. But when I'm up against the wall, I will not deny it. I will not fight against it. Jesus did not fight against it. He allowed them to take him. He allowed them to put him up on the cross. If you say you're a Christian, would you allow them to put you under a guillotine? Would you willingly allow them to manhandle you and do it? To whip you? To scourge you? To rape you? Yeah, that's something y'all were never told in church. Jesus was raped by the guards. Literally raped. He had and how I know that? Because everything that could be done to you and me was done to him, and even more. One man that's why he had spiritual power within him, the Spirit of Christ. He endured such pain that none of us could have ever lived through. Within about 5 minutes of that, most of us would be dead. Jesus stood up there for quite a while. He did not die right away. He endured a pain. The two others on each side died before he did. And the reason I'm saying this is because you say you're a Christian. Are you capable of a proper death if need be? Are you capable of dying in the Spirit of Christ? This is a question you need to ask, because I know your minister on Sunday ain't asking you this. I know in your Bible studies on Wednesdays you're not talking about this. You have an easy religion. You've made the Bible and living for God easy. That's why a lot of you want that rapture now, so you can easily leave before all the crap hits. Cowards. You ain't Christians, you're cowards. A bunch of cowards. I want to leave, but I know I can't. I don't pray for leaving. I may pray, God, maybe you could, but in all reality, I know the truth. I know the truth. His time will be his time. And you people, which I am so sick of hearing, Jesus is coming on rapture in September. You'll go to hell if you keep telling people that. That's a lie. And even if it happened to happen, it's not because you said it. It was his time. But I don't think so. No, it ain't gonna be that way. No. So you people who say, September, you're a lying bastard or you're a lying bitch. I'm sorry, I have to say that. If you're a prophetess saying that, and you know how I feel about prophets, if you're not saying anything that's biblical, you're not a prophet. You're a foreteller. And a foreteller is a sorcerer. And the words that come out of your mouth are sorcery. And that means sorcery is negative. And you're not yielding the spirit of Christ. You're yielding the spirit of sorcery. You're yielding the spirit of demons. So if you say you're a Christian, you're sitting here saying, September rapture, you're a liar. And I'm telling you, you're a liar. And you deserve what you get for lying. Derby Jack doesn't play, okay? I don't play religion. I don't play words. I don't play word games. I'm a wordsmith. As a songwriter, yes, I've been given a gift of being able to put words together to make you think. To make you either angry or to make you think. And I've gotten to the point right now, the songs that I'm writing, I don't care whether you like them or not. Either you're annoyed or you're either gonna be you're gonna enjoy the songs, you're gonna be annoyed. I don't care anymore. If you're willing to give your souls up to Satan, I don't care anymore. I'm here for those people who want to hear truth. Not a bunch of a-holes and yahoos who think they know. If you're living in this world and you're living as a great America, you don't know anything about Bible. You don't know. I don't care. You go to church, doesn't matter. If you're a national Christian, you ain't a Christian that belongs to God. And God will deny you. You'll be denied. I voted for Trump for you. Why? Is he your mediator? Or was I? Jesus. Was Jesus your mediator or was Donald Trump your mediator? I heard some of you Christians out there, pissing me off. That I've seen videos where people are sitting there saying Jesus wasn't as good of a savior as Donald Trump was. I literally heard that type of stuff. Piss me off, man. Piss me off to no. But then again, I sat here saying, well, guess what? I just spit them out of my mouth. I'm just doing what God would do. Well, anyway, I'm going to go. I'm putting the song on the end. If you haven't heard it yet, it's a brand new one. It took me quite a few years to finally figure out how I'm going to do it. God gave it to me. So anyway, stay tuned. The song is called Little Monkey in You. Derby Jack out. Hope to see you all on the other side. Here in the jungle called the land of the free, there's a lot of ape-like people, gorillas, orangutans, and chimpanzees. Since a fallen man the lies began to grow. Turning away God at His word is the beginning of a fool. Believing in the science is what they say. All the experts out there will surely show you the way. They got all kinds of diplomas covering their walls, but the fact is they don't know much of anything at all. If evolution really happened, when did it begin? A better question yet is, when did it ever end? It's all imaginary theory, but if you still believe it's true, there must be a little monkey in you. Shooting up into space, it cannot be achieved. There's a firmament above us which the blind cannot see. NASA is a hoax and it's filmed in a pool. All the Masonic astronauts are just little monkeys too. They have been indoctrinated and corrupted to the hilt. Evil knowledge will lead them all, yeah, to their doom. Their theories cannot be proven, but you still believe it's true. You must have a little monkey in you. Yeah, their theories cannot be proven, but you still believe they're true. There must be a little monkey. Yeah, there must be a little monkey. There must be a little monkey in you. You want a banana?